Longines-Wittnauer shared a name for decades, but most collectors don't know why. This is the untold story of a forgotten partnership that shaped watchmaking history. Imagine this. You're browsing through a collection of vintage timepieces and stumble upon a Wittnauer watch. Sleek, precise, and unmistakably Swiss, but something catches your eye on the caseback. Longines-Wittnauer Watch Co. Confused? You're not alone. Many collectors today are unaware of the decades-long partnership that brought these two names together, shaping the watch industry in ways few realize. Their story is one of ambition, innovation, and an eventual split that sent both brands down different paths. The journey begins in 1888, when Albert Wittnauer, a Swiss immigrant in New York City, saw an opportunity. The American market was hungry for high-quality, affordable Swiss watches, but many of the finest brands were either too expensive or difficult to obtain. Wittnauer had a vision: import Swiss movements, assemble them in the US, and offer a line of timepieces that delivered Swiss precision without the hefty price tag. Among the movements he sourced, one brand stood out: Longines. Known for their accuracy and craftsmanship, Longines watches were already gaining prestige in Europe, but they lacked strong US distribution. Wittnauer became one of Longines' key importers and distributors in the US, helping the brand expand its reach to a wider audience. Over time, Wittnauer built a strong reputation, particularly in aviation and military timekeeping, areas where both brands would later excel. In 1936, the Wittnauer family sold their company to new owners, and the firm was rebranded as the Longines-Wittnauer Watch Company, making Wittnauer the exclusive US distributor for Longines watches. This strategic move allowed Longines to expand its presence in the lucrative American market, while Wittnauer operated both as a distributor and an independent watch brand. For decades, Longines-Wittnauer played a major role in the industry, helping Longines gain widespread recognition while producing Wittnauer branded watches that became highly regarded for their reliability and affordability. In 1969, the Westinghouse Electric Corporation acquired the Longines-Wittnauer Company, bringing together an electrical industry giant with a watch brand at the forefront of emerging electronic timekeeping technology. This acquisition positioned Wittnauer as a leader in new advancements, but didn't change its long-standing relationship with Longines. In 1983, Longines became part of the Société Suisse de Microélectronique et de Horologerie, or SMH, which later became the Swatch Group. While this move didn't immediately impact its connection with Wittnauer, it set the stage for future corporate restructuring. By 1994, after nearly 6 decades of official collaboration and more than a century of business ties, the Swatch Group decided to take over the entire distribution of Longines in the US, effectively ending its partnership with Wittnauer. In response, Longines-Wittnauer renamed itself Wittnauer International Incorporated, shifting its focus entirely to developing the Wittnauer brand independently. Wittnauer continued as an independent brand until it was acquired by Bulova for $11.6 million in September of 2001, which later became part of the Citizen Watch Group. Meanwhile, Longines has remained a thriving brand within the Swatch Group, continuing its legacy as one of the premier names in Swiss watchmaking. Though their partnership ended, Longines and Wittnauer's legacy still lingers in the world of vintage watches. Collectors seek out Longines-Wittnauer timepieces as a nod to a fascinating period in horology where a Swiss-American collaboration helped define an industry. The next time you see a Wittnauer watch or a vintage Longines with US distribution markings, remember, these brands once worked hand in hand, bringing Swiss excellence to American wrists. It's a connection that, while often overlooked, remains an important chapter in the history of watchmaking.